Guys, FatBuddyCat here. How you doing? Well, whoever said building a mini bike wasn't rocket science obviously failed microbikology. Alright guys, so here's the dilemma. Well, it's not really a dilemma. It's more of a miscalculation. I was supposed to have 3 1/4 inches from the edge of this slot to the face of the sprocket. Okay, I'm 3 1/4 ish. All right, to the face of my jack shaft. All right, so that puts us about a 1/2 inch out, and that's screwing up the tensioner. All right, now we can't just pitch it this way because we're actually straight this way. All right, we have to go over that way. Okay, so I'm going to show you how we can do that. Here's the science behind it, guys. We have our plate slotted, correct? So we can go front to back. Our slots are very snug to our bolts, okay? Which is really going to play a bit of a factor in this, in a good way, all right? So we can still keep these bolts, all right, and have our front to back and have side to side. What do I mean by that? Well, we already have the gas tank off. We wouldn't really have to take the coil starter off, and might as well just take the muffler off and take these 4 bolts right off and get the motor out of the way. We also have to disconnect the back chain. And way down here we have the tiny little engine that could. Alright, without that other chain binding us up at all. That's smooth action right there, guys. Okay, awesome. So here's what we're gonna do. Here's our 4 holes. All right, we have to go that direction. Okay, so what we're gonna do is just create small slots. Okay, now we're not gonna go after these 1 1/4 type deals, nothing like that. I'm gonna take the step bit, okay, and I'm gonna drill another hole right next to each one of these. All right, on this side. Okay, we'll have plenty of sideboard meat up here, don't worry about that. Okay, we're just going to make it so that we can adjust our engine. All right, and because our plate is slotted, right, theoretically we should be able to go left to right, you know, just a little bit, but be able to go back and forth just like we could before. All right, so it really shouldn't change that at all, and let's see what happens. Okay guys, before we just go start pulling triggers and sending things straight to the juice factory, we're going to pay attention to our step bit. All right, now last time we just used the old big bore here, okay, where we're trying to put our hole next to another hole. Chances are this is going to be sloppy. All right, what's going to happen is you're going to be fighting. All right, you don't want to go too wide, right, but you got a step bit, so you got to go wide enough so that you make the whole hole. All right, and that way, you know, Kyle the file can take a little bit of a break. So what I'm going to try to do is use a smaller point, okay, a finer step bit, and I'm going to use that to basically make a pilot, right, but then I'm going to drill it down as far as I can, and that should give me the super duper pilot for the old big bore. So again, let's put action over words. Chicks dig dudes in safety glasses. You know they're gonna love me. Okay, so even being careful, this one got away from me a little bit. That one's a little bit askew. Those don't look bad. But that's just drilling. Let's get that file, man. Okay, that's sweat. So is that. This is a little bit of work, alright? I'd say a lot, but it really wasn't that bad. I just kind of made sure I was on the same plane, alright, as the hole before it, you know what I mean? So one of my edges lines up coming across. Alright, this one, I just squared it out. Be fine. Okay, this isn't ideal, but you're up there. I'm up here. The motor's down. Yeah, anyways, you can see what I can see. Motor goes left, motor goes right, motor goes back, motor goes forward. Okay, we only needed a 1/2 inch. That's all we're looking for. Okay, we can go back here, we can go over, right? We can almost go diagonal, right? No, you can't go. Well, you get the point. Alright, we're really not going to need any of the flare for this. So, we're just going to go and put the chain back on. Alright, got it right over here. Nice and lubed up. Smells great. Okay, I get her on. Alright guys, check it out. I'm going backwards. Okay, nice and smooth. Notice it doesn't have all that clicking and binding that it was having. See how much smoother that is? I know the brake's sticking, but you see how straight we are? Okay? That's going to play a big role in this thing working correctly, especially over any amount of time. Speaking of time, that's about all we got tonight. Alright guys, I know that might not have seemed like a whole lot, but these are very, very important things when you're figuring this stuff out. You can't take shortcuts. Alright? Not around here. It's parallel with that jack shaft, I swear. You just have to be tucked at the right angle here. There you go, something like that. Alright, so that's that, guys. We'll get all these trim pieces back on tomorrow and a little bit more, because you know what it is around here, guys. It's that work in progress. Thanks for watching. I'll see you tomorrow.